you can see some of the stretchers that are backed up behind us. We've got the consent of all the people who are queuing up effectively, awaiting the next stage of their treatment, whatsoever that may be, x-rays, plaster casts, but you see a bit of everything as you're standing here. The treatment bays are running all along this side. There's a separate entrance for children, and they're obviously given priority when they come in as well. Lots of older people, lots of sporting injuries, and of course as the evening waxes, more and more people coming in, perhaps having had a good night out as well. Let's bring in Martin Berry for a perspective on all this, who can tell us about how he feels A&E is developing right now. Martin, just remind us of what your position is on this.
Well, good evening. Thankfully, it's a fantastic opportunity to be able to talk about this topic openly, and your programme is doing a fantastic job at exploring some of the key issues. But we are seeing an unprecedented increase in demand, and this isn't a new problem. This has been over the last 5 years. Both the A&E services and the ambulance services mirror the same issue, that their demand has increased by about a third over that period of time. And the vast majority of this increase in demand are coming from patients that don't necessarily need emergency healthcare provision, but feel that they've got nowhere else to turn to receive healthcare. We do see this increase in demand during the out of hours, weekend periods. So we have to focus on the root cause of the problem, which is why the general public feel they have to turn to these emergency services. And the paramedic is being increasingly fundamental in being able to deal with these patients. The College of Paramedics are about to publish...
And Martin, that may even grow further, might it, Martin? I don't know if you've heard what Professor Keith Willett, who's one of the architects of the government's reforms of accident emergency care, has been saying, but he suggests in an interview with our health correspondent Thomas Moore that there may be a bigger role for paramedics to play, so they can actually treat people maybe at home, maybe at the roadside, before they even get near the A&E.
Well, exactly. As I said, the College of Paramedics are about to publish the latest curriculum, which heavily focuses on being able to deal with these patients within the community. But we have to stress that the key root issue behind this is it's not just about keeping people out of A&Es just to free up space. If we can try and deal with patients in the community, they tend to do better. And that has to be the core root argument behind this. And paramedics are being increasingly used, not just in the ambulance services, but in hospitals providing out of hours care. They're being increasingly used in the 111 services to try and offer the best telephone advice and being able to work out care plans. So yes, it's about using paramedics more effectively and increasing their education to be able to manage these patients better.
OK, Martin, appreciate your perspective on that one. Thanks very much indeed. Giving us a view from the paramedics position. We can see a couple of them actually just at one of the bays right now. So they do get sucked into the A&E department and help out a little bit here as well.